Do people choose their religion? It's a simple question that's arisen out of an apparent contradiction. On one hand, religious conservatives in 21 states do not have the freedom to decline to decorate for a same-sex wedding. However, same-sex couples do have the freedom to decline to provide services for religious conservatives because they believe that marriage is a relationship between a man and a woman. Each side has convictions, but only one side will face legal penalties. Now, many of us believe this to be unjust, but progressives often wonder why anyone's confused. For them, this isn't complicated at all. Now, in a recent conversation about a dress designer who refused to dress Melania Trump, I asked an acquaintance, why should the dress designer see a different result than the florist who declined to decorate for a same-sex wedding? The answer was quick. Religion is a choice, he said, but sexual orientation isn't. Essentially, his point was that people should be free to discriminate against people because of their beliefs and convictions, but not because of how they were born. He clearly assumed sexual desire is fixed and innate. The conclusion is that if people treat you poorly because of what you believe, choose to believe something else. Simple, right? Well, not really. All this does is reveal how little some people understand about those who don't share their worldview. Though I may understand how some people get the impression that people choose their religion. I too have watched people in the buffet line of religion sample what they think they'll like, take seconds on the things they love, but throw in the garbage the things they don't. But for most of us, the idea of choosing a religion sounds as absurd to us as it does to you. Do you choose to believe that grass is green, or do you acknowledge it? When it comes to answering the big questions in life, most of us don't see ourselves as being at a buffet deciding which options we like best. It's more of a math problem. We're trying to find the right answer. We aren't trying to find an answer that makes you angry, nor are we trying to find an answer that makes you happy. The truth is, we weren't really thinking about you at all. We're just trying to find out what's true. And we don't pretend to have every answer to every question, but we think we have a foundation of something real that will help us understand more than we did before. And we don't think we chose it. We think we found it. Or to be more Christian about it, He found us. We don't expect everyone to agree with us, but if you want to change our minds, you need to convince us that we're wrong, not that the answer hurts your feelings. But here's the challenge. Because all your friends agree with you, you've convinced yourselves that there is a consensus and the science is settled. Thus, not only have you lost the ability to make coherent arguments, you've forgotten there's even a need to do so. You've prioritized the creation of safe spaces, which by definition exclude people you disagree with. So you view those people with different opinions not simply as people with different opinions, but as a threat to your safe space. As a result, in the name of helping the marginalized, you marginalize. In the name of justice, you institutionalize injustice. In the name of helping the oppressed, you have become the oppressor. And you feel good about it because you no longer believe we deserve the benefit of the respect associated with seeking first to understand. Now, 2016 was a challenging year for our country. Lots of decent people contributed to a toxic political environment because our emotions got the best of us. But if we're ever going to get beyond that, we're going to have to start assuming the best about each other's motives. And that's never going to happen if we have an entire political philosophy that reduces the convictions of their friends and neighbors to a bad choice. Sure, it's possible to believe anything you want. And some people have convinced themselves of some pretty crazy things. I know Patriots fans who don't think the Patriots cheat. But for the clear majority of sincere believers, we don't think we choose what is true, but we are trying to find it. And if you're interested in that as well, I would welcome you on that journey with me. Even if we never reach the same conclusion, we might become friends. Or you could just keep suing us for disagreeing with you and see how that goes. For the Family Policy Institute of Washington, I'm Joseph Backel.